some sweet day, this world is gonna turn my way.
This is a quick chat about our last album. Not the last album we ever do, hopefully. The one that came out last year, 2025, Selfie. This, unlike the last two albums, which had themes and underlying inspiration, this one's a collection of all the songs that never made the other albums. Not because they were bad songs, it's just they didn't fit those albums. Plus, these songs have been written over 35 years.
Yeah.
Some before we met, some whilst we were in another band together in the 90s, a band called Driving Morris, and we wrote some songs together and played for a wee while.
Yeah.
And so it's a wash-up. That sounds terrible, but it's like a wash-up and a collection of all the songs that didn't make the other albums, but where they were too good just to leave on the hard drive in there.
100%. I'm thinking my mother's an artist, and there's no point in having artwork collecting dust under the bed. Put it in a frame, and so I guess this is the equivalent, isn't it? Send it off into the world, and then it's done.
So these songs don't fit together and shouldn't fit together. And when it came to doing this album, I, as the producer, was thinking, this isn't going to work. It's just not going to work. No. And sometimes I look at these songs and think, well, if they didn't make it for an album, maybe there was a reason.
But you're up for a challenge.
Yeah, up for a challenge. So basically, they all had to be not rewritten, but reimagined, which meant new drums, new bass, new guitar, new keyboards, new vocal production.
At times a new tempo, because they were too slow or draggy, in my vocab, a bit too draggy. It needed to be shortened in some cases.
And I think by the time we finished Unmasked, the album before this, we developed a way of we developed a style, developed a production style, a playing style, and a singing style, particularly with your harmonies. Sometimes 7-part harmonies, can you believe that?
Yeah,
Wow, I know, that's so rich.
I can could be a bit greedy on the harmony front.
But it's just absolutely fantastic. I live with Jules' harmonies, they're brilliant. Mm-hmm. And this one of the reviews we sent off for a review, and we said it shouldn't work. We admitted they shouldn't work, but we think they do. And the reviewer was fantastic and agreed. There's no way this should work, songs over such a long period of time. But he thought they worked brilliantly, and I agree with him.
I think he said something along the lines of it was classic, something.
A classic Kiwi album, really.
Put classic in a sentence.
We'll take that.
With older, yay, take it, absolutely. Right, now you would have heard Showtime. That's actually an interlude, and that was a bundle load of fun. Just to get the ball rolling on that one, that's probably about 14 years ago. Yeah. We wrote that one, one of our earlier ones. It's just about, the living rooms, literally for the living. It's not to be sitting there zombied out watching telly.
TV is very low rent, very base, and a lot of it is just to live your life through what's being sent in your direction. And so it's a bit of a piss take out of that. Whole was a song we wrote years ago when we started out, probably around the first album time actually. We actually back then filmed a video for it, and that video was not going to cut the mustard.
We do a video within a video, which was...
so it's a video within a video, so all through the video, the original video plays, but it's projected onto picture frames, TVs, the garage door as it opens, I love that, the side of the car as it drives away.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a creepy one, that. It's not a creepy song. The song's just about loving someone completely and utterly. It's as simple as that. It's not about anything else. But
it's as close to a love song as we do, because we don't do love songs. But it was just about absolutely
diving in
and giving it your all.
Yeah. And I think when we got together, one of us came out with a phrase of, let's just hand in hand dive over the cliff, and if we hit the ground, like in a dream, you should never hit the ground. We hit the ground, we'll just fix it with glue. So it was a bit of a softly romantic type thing. Yeah. But in the video, it ends up I set up the cameras in the corners of the rooms and all sorts of different
Like
places.
CCTV.
Yes, like CCTV.
Yeah.
Creepy, sort of watching someone is.
As a full self-doubt doubt and distrust. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun. And then there's the song Selfie, which is the title track.
It is. Now, Selfie was actually written about a work situation, actually, when you're doing your bit and you're people-pleasing and you're going through the motions and going, you know, at the water cooler, and you, how's your weekend? Oh, lovely. Oh, good, thank you. Yeah, and you, oh, it's wonderful. Going, you have no idea who I am, what I do. You don't have any interest in my interests. This is going nowhere. But actually thinking, you know what? I've got a selfie as in I know what I'm about. And actually that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if people don't get you every minute of the day. Actually, we're going to go beyond that. But as long as you know who you are, that's the main thing.
Self-identity. So I know who I am, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And your lyrics for that. In fact, I would say half the album is your lyrics, which you're so busy doing other things. I need to get you down to write more lyrics because you've got a fantastic turn of phrase.
Oh, well,
I'm too literal.
No,
you're more poetic.
Oh, or random, I don't know.
Random, yes, random. I call that poetic.
Talking about random and poetic, not Moment in the Sun.
Oh,
that stands up. Talk us through that.
When I used to be a dance trance producer, electronic music, I put that together in about 2000, 2001. And it was a real fast, high-energy trance track. And
how many beats is it?
It's only 150. It's certainly a lot higher than house music. But it was sort of like happy trance, speedy kind of speed and pretty intense. And I remember playing it on George FM one night, and the DJ was awesome, but he couldn't blend it into anything else. he tried to, and it just sort of like, it sped up, then it hit another track, and it went boom, like someone had put the brakes on. The major labels here, I knew a guy there, and he was incredibly excited about it, and then he sent it off to the UK to the big label there, and I thought, shit, this is a bit weird, because I'm not a DJ, and everyone's a DJ now, but I thought, is this going to do something? And it's sort of then just stopped there, but crumbs, that was close and exciting. Anyway, I've always loved it, and a lot of people around me in my life have always loved it, so that had to go on.
But even over the years, because that's probably about 20 years old. In the 20 years that you've had Moment in the Sun in your heart and on file, so to speak, you've had a couple of different reiterations. Yep. And this is the one that we've decided to release.
I'm happy with this. Is the definitive one for me now. Other people who like the dance one, the Four to the Floor, would disagree, but I love this one. It's a bit of a Joy Division sort of 80s kind of, I wouldn't call it dance, but it's as close as older will ever get to something that's a bit dancey.
And literally this is your moment in the sun. This is the time that you're alive. This is us here and now.
Yeah.
Basically, don't look too far in the future, don't look in the past, just enjoy the present. This is it. This is the short little life. You live it. That's a beautiful song.
They've got a song called Mr. Breezy. I love that one. And that's the only one somehow we managed to squeeze in Keats, the romantic poet.
Yes, we did. We've thrown in a few.
Hemingway, another one.
Yeah,
in a cafe somewhere. You see, lyrics. We don't need it.
But Mr. Breezy was about just living life for the day and kicking off the sheets and enjoying the moment and skimming stones at a beach and all the things, just some simple things in life. But when we were writing it, there's a hell of a lot of stuff going over in faraway land.
North Korea with nuclear weapons, and it was all pretty scary. Yeah. And so, actually Mr. Breezy is the bomb.
Yeah, Mr. Breezy was meant to be a nickname for whoever was making eggs over easy in the morning. Just like it was meant to be literally a breezy song, and it turned out to be a
slow blink.
Interesting one lyric-wise, because I wrote it as a director's notes. And so I've spent a bit of time in front and behind camera in the film industry, and it was notes as in move this way, this focus, we fade out to this. And so the lyrics were a blend of, literally what the director was quoting that, or the film crew, as to, what was going to happen next. So it was a bit odd, but I think it worked out
really well. And then jumping back to a song I wrote in the 80s, Crumbs. I remember in a little dingy bedsit in the 80s writing this, when to have a VHS video recorder, you'd really made it Christmas TV that season, which is Christmas. And just the sheer bullshit and hypocrisy of Christmas, and the TV back then was just cycling through the same stuff, saying hello to the troops overseas who are missing their families, reuniting families, all those goodwill things that comes out on Christmas Day. If you're younger, you might not appreciate what TV was like on Christmas Day back then. It was just a sort of a feel-good factor of how awesome the day is.
Meanwhile, while all this is rolling on your TV screen, you're in a relationship and it's rapidly falling apart and it's pretty horrid. And you're breaking up at Christmas. And sadly, but there's plenty of relationship breakdowns around Christmas, between Christmas and New Year.
Divorce lawyers are most busy in January, when they've been stuck together for a couple of weeks going through, and they've spent a fortune. It's just the whole hypocrisy and bollocks of commercialised Christmas, and that awful season, that silly season as they used to call it. Silly and quite horrible at times, really.
Can you remember the last words? If we never get to speak again,
at least I'll never fight with you. Which is a way of saying, not beautiful. About I will never fight with you. It's like, I will never fight with you and you'll be fine. You'll be okay. At least you don't have to listen to me fighting with you. It's just that, boom, there it is. Oh, and I think it starts off, hey, it's late, I've been working hard, I can see you're tired too. And it's that moment just before Christmas when, you've been rushing around, buying the presents, you had to work hard at work because the big break's coming up, and the stress just all builds up, boom.
Totally.
You can't wait for it to be over.
No, it is a stressy time, for sure.
Then one that I was thinking about earlier, Mavis and John. Now this is hilarious. This is a song we wrote in the 90s, when we were in the early 90s. And so we've been in our 20s, mid-20s, and it's a bit of a Britpop era. That was a big thing with Blur and Oasis and Sleeper and bands like that. And at the time we were doing those sorts of types of songs, and we wrote a song taking the mickey out of Mavis and John, who've hit their 50s, our age actually, parents' generation then. And, they're just grown old and got nothing to say, and it's sadly just the marriage just falls apart. And so now we're the age of the subjects of the song. Which is hilarious. And we're not in their shoes sitting around the table drinking wine, quietly coming to some resignation. But wow, does that song just join together a lot of decades, really. And so that had to go out.
Absolutely.
Just amazing.
Mavis needed time to redefine the likelihood of the future.
In her memory, when she was 3, she understood her simple needs. So it's two middle-aged people reflecting on what happened to our youth, what happened when we got together.
So Mavis basically wanted to travel and wanted to have adventures, and John was quite happy by himself, really. He didn't really need more than just a good old wife to see.
Now you've got to bear in mind, no one's called Mavis these days.
I know.
But back in the 90s, people in their 60s and 70s were called Mavis. That was not such an unusual name. Now they'd be gone. They'd be in their over 100.
So we could have changed the lyrics.
But no.
But Karen and Pete just didn't quite make it.
So we've become we're not in their shoes, as I say. We're very happy together, but we've become a parody of our own Mickey taking almost. It's a joke on ourselves.
Again, what we do write about is observational, and if it's not actually happening to us, it's happening around us, and we see it and we observe it. So that's where a lot of our lyrics come from.
So Selfie ultimately is an album, 12 songs last year. it's for us, it's really, really important album because it's kind of wrapped up the entire. It's emptied all the cupboard of all the songs and the songs we've written over the years, and that's it now. It's a wrap up. It's a completion of a stage of this band, which is about 10 years.
This is a wrap.
A wrap.
On Selfie, and
yeah, it's the 5th album.